Hello, this is Dan Farisi, Group Editor, Commercial and Security with Emerald. So happy to be joined today by Derek Myers, CEO of Neoti. The topic of conversation is, of course, NAB. It is NAB show time. It has finally come, and Neoti has some really, really big news going on at the show, holding a press conference about it, etc. Thank you so much, Derek, for being here and giving us an opportunity to share some of the excitement about what's going on with Neoti.
Well, thank you so much, Dan. It's exciting to be here and to share our news with you.
Absolutely. So something that you've been a real expositor of over the last several months, especially, and certainly before that as well, has been the importance of real world color, color fidelity, true color across applications. And I think you have some pretty big news to talk about where Neoti is continuing its leadership in that vein. Do you want to break that news with us?
Absolutely. So we will be officially revealing product at NAB 2024 this year. It will be in booth C 2816. But as of today, I will announce with you that our team has worked really hard through the years, from software through hardware, to reach a point at which we have aligned ourselves with a world's authority in Pantone, and we are the first and currently the only direct view LED video display that has been Pantone validated.
Really, really exciting stuff. And do you want to talk a little bit about how this validation came to be? As you said, you're the only ones who have had it. So I have to imagine it's not an easy thing to achieve.
Yeah, the challenge with color fidelity has been something of a concern in the video industry from the invention of television. And as applications of video displays have grown, so does the demand and the need for the content to be able to be viewed exactly how the content creator or designer intended it to be viewed. So whether it be in studio environment or in digital signage and advertising applications, there's a particular message or a particular emotion that is tied very much to the accuracy and the true to life imagery of that content. And so we've worked really hard to take the source content and pass it through the entire workflow to the display with measured metrics to ensure that it is constant and consistent through that entire workflow all the way to the end of the display.
Such an important point, too. We've had this conversation before, whether it's Coca-Cola red, whether it's John Deere green, you want that real world color, that faithful fidelity of color, so people know exactly what you were trying to create, the experience you're trying to create, the memories you're trying to evoke from Coca-Cola red, good memories or something like that, for example. And if you're even slightly off in terms of capturing that true color, you're not really getting that same experience, are you?
Yeah, absolutely. And we also feel there's a very specific application in modeling and design environments, as well as your VR and XR environments. The human brain is far smarter than we even are, and it has a way of really being able to suspect whether an image is of true to life or if it's a replication. And color is really the source and starting point of our mind's interpretation of that imagery. And so VR and XR, there is a very intimate connection to true color accuracy and true fidelity that's needed in those environments. And it makes a difference.
So, Derek, I know another validation that you've gotten is the Pantone SkinTone validation. Do you want to talk about what that is and why, in particular, it's important?
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. So there's a lot of sensitivity in our society that has developed over time, and we think it's great. It's healthy. There's some sensitivities to ethnicities and to race, and we feel it's very important to represent all members of different ethnicities and races on the displays. And so we were really excited to know that we were going to be able to test through the SkinTone validation process as well. And so we were awarded that. And so all of those in the kind of Gen Z and Gen X category that are quite a bit more sensitive to those things will know that our video displays are representing all people in all of their original glory as they were intended to be viewed. And so it's pretty exciting.
I know people are going to be flocking to booth C2816 to check out this news. Are there going to be any kind of technical experts or other people on site who can answer questions and provide insight on the real value of this Pantone validation?
Yeah, indeed. Actually, early on Sunday, we'll have some color experts in the booth from Pantone who have agreed to engage in some of that discussion. But as well, we'll have some engineers throughout the week that are available to talk in specific technical application of how it applies to different environments and workflows. So it'll be great to engage.
I have to really congratulate your team and you, Derek, on this news because I know for a fact Pantone standards for color fidelity are very rigorous. This is a significant achievement for you. And again, standing alone essentially in our industry as having this is really remarkable. You must be incredibly excited about NAB in the days ahead.
Indeed, we certainly are, and we're excited to get this introduced and get it into more applications and let our customers start seeing the advantage of being able to focus on more of the production and less of adjusting things to try and make it more realistic or to try and get that true to life imagery adjusted. It's such a better thing for the total workflow for our customers. So we are really excited to get this in the public's hands.
I'm excited to check it out myself. I really think that the conversation about real world color and color fidelity, you have been at the forefront of that conversation. And it's nice to see all of those efforts, all of that thought leadership continuing to bear fruit for Neoti and you. Thank you so much, Derek Meyer, CEO of Neoti, for joining me today. Always a pleasure to chat with you.
Thanks, Dan. We'll see you soon.
Please do check out the Neoti booth, booth C2816 at NAB this week. It's going to be jam-packed, full of attention with this exciting Pantone news. My name is Dan Farisi, Group Editor, Commercial Security with Emerald. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Neoti, and please do check out commercialintegrator.com for more exciting news about NAB. Thank you again for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.